We're going to turn back closer to home now. America's election headquarters focusing on New Hampshire today. Presidential candidate Hillary Clinton is holding a series of events in the state that holds the first primary. This amid revelations in a new book, which suggests foreign donors to the Clinton Foundation got favors from the State Department while Mrs. Clinton was Secretary of State. A serious allegation at that. Our chief White House correspondent Ed Henry's live in New Hampshire with more on all of this. Hi, Ed.
Jenna, good to see you. The bottom line is this is Peter Schweitzer, an author, out with this book. It's called Clinton Cash. It has been talked about behind the scenes for some weeks now, spilling out in the pages of the New York Times this morning. Some of the Clinton campaign is going to have to be dealing with. As you note, there had already been questions about foreign money coming into the Clinton Foundation. The broad brush charge of the book is that both Clintons, former President Bill Clinton, as well as former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, have been enriched by this money, personal speeches going in for both of them, either from foreign governments, foreign business people, but also, as you say, donations going into the Clinton Foundation. Now, a spokesman for the Clinton campaign, Brian Fallon, said this morning that this is just part of a coordinated attack against the candidate, quote, twisting previously known facts into absurd conspiracy theories. He added, it will not be the first work of partisan-fueled fiction about the Clintons' record, and we know it will not be the last. So it's interesting. You sort of have that playing out as Hillary Clinton comes here for her second campaign swing last week, of course, in Iowa. And we spoke to a former Democratic Party chairman here in New Hampshire who has not endorsed her yet, who says what he's surprised by is how she has the whole field basically to herself right now. Listen.
I've never seen anything like this in the New Hampshire primary in particular, where the field has been conceded to one person. On the Democratic side, this is highly unusual.
Now, you do see some Democrats, Martin O'Malley, Bernie Sanders, Jim Webb, looking at this. Nobody has officially really gotten in beyond Hillary Clinton. That is a surprise on the Democratic side. But interesting, there's almost two different primaries playing out. The primary for votes that has just begun in earnest, but also what you might call a scandal primary, where we're going to have to see in the days ahead whether the allegations in this book, whether the email trouble she's had, whether that will bubble up and become a real issue in this campaign, Jen.
Interesting to watch the next few days, next several weeks, as you mentioned, Ed. Great to see you on the ground there. Thank you so much.
Great to see you.